Alright, same deal. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Line. So this game speedrun is a little different. Because you can't pick how far you cast. It does it for you. And you really can't exactly try and do these things. Closer to the boat. You kind of just have to deal with whatever the game spawns. This is going to be a lot of recasting here, because we're basically only looking for marlin. We don't want anything else. One thing I will say though, the fights in this game are significantly easier than in big bass fishing, which is kind of ironic when you think about it, because like, why would fighting like a 1,300-pound marlin be easier than fighting like a 4-pound largemouth bass? I don't know. Any sense? This game is going to have a little bit more variety in its run though. See more kinds of fish and a little bit of different stuff towards the middle part. As far as like I guess you're gonna like you see that you have to switch up the line and whatnot, whoa, it's a goal split. No, this is the first run, so. Live bait. Yep. And this time we're just gonna be looking for marlin. Or sailfish if we can get him. No? The big end being like too much of a jerk. Some sailfish instead, but it's a big one on that crap. I'm taking a little screen. £1,300-pound marlin. That's huge. Yeah, the game spawned us another marlin. How nice. Get out of here, snook. Nobody wants you. Okay. apparently they don't want bass. Yeah, unfortunately, unlike in big bass fishing, where every fish pretty much goes for the fascinator, most of the fish in this game are going to go for a live bait, but it seems to be a little bit more arbitrary whether or not the fish bite. It's fairly consistent in big bass fishing, although those last 2 runs disprove that theory a little bit. There we go, there's a marlin. I don't know why that took so long to hook, but it did. Music in this game is very nice. Unfortunately, you're pretty much going to be the same song the entire round. You can hear a different song occasionally. That's about it. I do not want. It's actually probably faster in this area to go for snooks and whatnot. Do some testing on that. It's actually quicker to put on. Actually, probably is quicker to put on. I guess there's more fish that would bite thinner line. Watch, now that I put on a 20-pound line, oh, we're just gonna get a marlin, but nope. Wow, that took like over 4 minutes for that area. Okay. There's some sailfish and whatnot here. Some tuna. Yeah, luckily these big tuna also favorite water. It's gonna be an old some sailfish. There's a black marlin and some tuna. Maybe we can get one of them to bite here, that'd be nice. There we go. Oh, I still never changed my Twitch thing. I was so angry. I was angry at myself for that second net run coming together after a really bad start, and I totally screwed it up. Black marlin. That's it though. Snap the line and then goes on. nice. I think if I had to pick an area that this run will probably come together or fall apart on, it's probably going to be Indian Ocean. Because that's going to be one where a lot of the fish are going to be smaller. That and actually Indian Ocean and Alaska coast are probably going to be the GG run areas, because you go from like just a bunch of tiny fish to just banking on halibut spawning. Fish do not want. Oh, thank you. Some swordfish. There's a white marlin, or a striped marlin. Basically, the idea that I was going into running this game with is just go for the bigger fish, because I actually don't think it would strike this one. That marlin might. Go for the bigger fish, because if you put on weaker line, then you're running the risk of a big fish biting it, and then either you have to let go or just break the line. They probably would end up wasting more time than just waiting for a big fish to spawn, which you can just manipulate like we've been doing this whole time by just recasting. That's something I wasn't doing in big bass fishing earlier. I wasn't really trying. I wasn't like using the boat for manipulation. I can't believe that strike rate bait house 5 fish in 30 seconds. I can't believe that time. And then we were actually under that on that first run, and then I blew it. Yeah. So Bermuda, same deal, marlin all over the place. However, after this is the Indian Ocean, Alaska coast, 2 levels that I said that will probably be major run killers. Also, never in a million years will I ever do an 100% run of either of the games. Okay, well actually that's not fair to say. I might do 100% of big bass fishing at some point. However, I will never do 100% of this game. That is just asking for an aneurysm. Having to manipulate your line and getting those fish to spawn. There we go. There's a marlin down there I saw. Come on. Come on. Your line shy, I know. I don't care about you. I want this guy. Doing 100% run of this game would just be horrifying. Manipulating everything to try and get the right line for the right fish, and just ugh. And then some fish only take some certain baits in this game. It's not like big bass fishing where there's just this ubiquitous fascinator that just every fish in the game is just gonna fight every time. There's a marlin down there. In some of these areas, it's probably faster just to go for the smaller fish, but oh gosh, game, please. But then again, like I said, you're just kind of running the risk of like just having these stupid tiny fish, these giant, or these, you know, the marlin biting on the line. And once the problem with that is, once a fish like tries to strike, all the other fish on screen immediately disappear. Like they're just like they're out of there. So, all right. So this area sucks. We're gonna try 30-pound line because the fish in this area are tiny. Well, I think 30 pounds is probably too big. Not for this guy though, apparently. So yep. Wahoo. That's a barracuda. Dead bait. This is a bluefin trevally. Yeah, it looks like 20-pound line is much better for this area. I was going back and forth about whether or not to use 10-pound line or 20-pound line, or 20 or 30. I wasn't sure if it was going to be enough for the bluefin trevallies, but it seems like it's pretty optimal. Although the fish's size in this game can vary quite greatly. I'm so tired. I think this is going to be the last run of the stream before I head off. See, he's line shy, but he's not, which means that he's bigger than the other guy. Alaskan coast, halibut central. There's one already. Line shy. Yeah, the problem again, like the problem with these halibut though, some of them are not gonna want 130, and some of them are gonna need the 130. Some of them will just straight up snap my line if I'm not on 130. Really? Right? Maybe I can grab them. You don't want squid. Stupid salmon or line. I don't care about you guys. Alright, so he didn't snap the line, luckily. Despawn the halibut. Oops. Just do not want. Salmon, do not want. The reason we're purposefully avoiding the salmon is because they're so fickle about biting anything. Like the game, if we go into practice, gives you suggestions on what to do on them, and they still are just like horribly inefficient. They still will just almost never bite when you want them to. Whereas the halibut tend to bite more often than not. They're fairly consistent, which is very nice. That's weird. I almost never see halibut in this game. And I've never in my life seen a flatfish jump, so I think that would be actually a very funny sight. A friggin' like flounder fluke just leapt out of the water. That'd be really fun, actually. These things are a pain though. Flatfish in real life are such a pain to fish. Gotta have a net ready, because really? Like literally no fish spawn in that cast. Okay. You always gotta have a net ready with these things though, because they will shake the hook right out like nobody's business. Okay, but like seriously. Where are all my halibut at? Yeah, just take your leisurely time, halibut. Don't worry. This one might. Nah. I was gonna say this one might come in under what big bass fishing ones are, but I highly doubt it. Actually, I don't highly doubt it. I guarantee guarantee it's not gonna happen because this game takes forever. Just with all the casting and recasting and the fact that pretty much every time you're getting a fish, you're like 80 yards out. And that's yards, mind you, so that's 3 feet for every yard, so you're like 2 feet out when you cast. Just in general, like, just catching the fish takes longer than ice longer. This will probably be like the same kind of time I saw when I was seeing when I first started running big bass fishing, like 48 minutes or something like that. Really? Yeah, these fish in this game are so fickle. They're just like, sometimes they want it, sometimes they don't. It's definitely not as consistent as big bass fishing, that's for sure. Ton of tarpon around. Marlin, please. Just bite the goddamn lure. Thank you. Good friggin' night, Irene. Yeah, I don't really see myself running this game too much in the future. It's just a pain. Let's knock down the line. Let's try something else. I'm just not getting any luck with spawn right now. Caught 2 and then that makes 3, so. Oh yeah, this is the kingfish, who for some reason doesn't have a song. They didn't have a song in the PlayStation version either, like not the non-emulated game. They just didn't have a song. Something I always thought was extremely strange. Oh yeah. Now there's marlin everywhere, right? Oh my god, get out of here. No way, get out of here. No, I should switch back. I'm guaranteed right now. Oh my goodness. Man. This game is something else. Let me tell you. Wow. Whatever, dude. out of Cancun. Please. Just please. So on this one we have a bunch of different types of marlin and hammerhead, so hopefully this area is quite fast. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make a habit out of it too much. There's a tuna. Hammerhead. He doesn't want it. Yeah, see what I mean by inconsistent? The first fish didn't want it, he wanted it. I know I keep comparing this game to big bass fishing, but I gotta finish this one just for the sake of my sanity. Talk to somebody who actually has gone shark fishing and has fished shark fishing. I feel like that's a little. I think it's probably a little unrealistic. But what do I know? I've never been shark fishing. Alright, Cabo San Lucas. Almost done here. Some tuna. Just trying to knock it down the line a little bit here for some of these tuna. It's like we go after this. Come on, little rooster fish. Guess that's a no from the rooster fish. Ironically enough, we actually might come in under the original big bass fishing speed on time. But that's definitely less a result of the game being easier. Definitely more a result of the fights just actually being a lot easier. This game is, despite having to actually like change out your bait and do this and this, change out your bait, change out your line more often, This game is undoubtedly easier as far as the fishes fighting is concerned. As far as just being in general an easier game, I would say this game is easier, but just more tedious and more medium. Which is kind of why I don't really think I'm gonna be running it too much, just because, like, come on, I need you to bite Yellowfin. You need to save me from that. Oh, okay, rooster teeth, or rooster fish. Alright, on to Southeast Asia, where we have some tiger shark to catch. And then we're gonna hit New Zealand, which is just completely, like, I'm pretty sure it's only big fish there in New Zealand. I'm pretty sure that's also the case here, though. Guess they didn't want any of that. They said no thank you. Get that shit out of my face. Actually, we're probably gonna come in over here and go a bit then. We should estimate time, which was like 42 minutes or something like that. Down to 34 the other day. Through some, like, seriously based RNG. So now if every area was like this, where it's just like a bunch of big fish, that would be fine. But like, if big bass fishing is RNG, then this game is literally just like grab a Bible and pray, because you better hope that the game is going for something you can work with. Completely at the mercy of the game. The mercy of the game and what it wants to spawn you on each individual cast. Just better hope that the game likes you. If the game don't like you, catch uno fisho. Wow, that's a big ass mako shark. A big ass tiger shark. Mako's the next area. Spoiler alert. New Zealand. So yeah, unless we do this area in about 2 minutes, so we're gonna be pretty much over big bass fishing for the fun. But probably not by a lot, honestly. But again, I enjoy big bass fishing a lot more than this game, honestly. Casually in arcade mode, this game is pretty fun. But speedrunning wise, just being completely at the mercy of the game every single time. In the later levels, it's not such a big deal when all the fish are bigger fish. Like now in this area, it's striped marlin, black marlin, blue marlin, and mako shark. So you just slap that 130-pound line on it, and you're good to go. But at an earlier level, you're really at the mercy of whether or not it's a storm. It's just not my dig, man. Not my dig. That's what I like about big bass fishing is like there's a lot more, I would say, player skill involved. Like you saw earlier, I snapped one line and lost an entire run. Yes, that game is also just grab the Bible and pray sometimes, but there's stuff you can do to mitigate how much, and like you can't really, like you don't choose in this game how far you cast, and you can't really drag the fish in too close because it's like they all spawn out there pretty much. So I would say there's a little bit more of a tactic involved in big bass fishing because you can control how far you cast and essentially how far out you hook the fish. You can kind of manipulate it, but in this game it's like, well, the game chooses how far you can cast, and the game chooses what fish are going to spawn, and the game chooses basically whether or not you're 42-42.